All right, so basically, I wrestle with Steve before every show. We have a pre-show wrestle,
Right.
and he always wins. So Sanford's going to help me.
I'm gonna help this week. And
oh, here we go. Here.
Oh, did I just hear you say something about Sanford was going to help you take me down?
perhaps.
All right, fine. Fair is fair. You know what? Because I brought a tag team partner, too. Dustin Felder, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you're here already.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dustin.
that's.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, we can, you guys like?
Oh boy.
You ever play
You
chess?
have slim shoulders.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's,
You can leave a mark.
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go do other things.
Karate Kid just came out.
Karate Kid, open #1, man.
Yeah. Are you guys excited?
Yeah, very excited, man. It was definitely a blessing. You know, we went to Beijing last year. About this time, we were in Beijing for about 4 months, and so you know, it was definitely a really, really challenging, and you know, I think everyone just matured. You know, because you know, you hear China, you just think of like, you know, you just expect to see people like meditating in the middle of the street. And
Right.
you get there and it's a city. It's got
Yeah.
big, crazy, huge buildings and, you know, and it, you know, stuff, you know, and it's just people living their lives. And so we were in a city and you know, every day we shot, I think the first month and a half we shot outside and it was about 100 degrees.
Oh, wow.
With about 100% humidity almost every day. So
Wow.
we worked outside. So it was definitely not the coldest experience, man, but it was definitely a great experience, man. And
Sure.
the Chinese people are a great culture, definitely a different culture. They're and not in a bad way, but you appreciate being an American because, you know, the country there is communist, you know, so, you know, it's communism, so there's things like you can't even get on Facebook or, you know,
really?
they couldn't even get on YouTube and, you know, and then they were like, oh, people are like, oh, we got the, you know, the little code, to, you know, to be able to get on that stuff, but it was like going back to 1993 with like dial up, you know, it would take forever to load, so you definitely appreciated being an American and, you know, one thing that was surprising was the fact that there were so many different cultures there. Like there was a lot of Africans there from Rwanda, Nigeria, a lot of Middle Eastern people, a lot of Russian people, a lot of Russian girls. By the way, it was actually kind of weird.
We won't make you expand on that.
Please don't. But it was definitely a great experience, man. And I love this. You know, I've been working with Jaden for about 5 years now since Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
And that was a great experience. And then China really, because, you know, being that far away, it's like being in a foxhole, you know.
Sure.
And you literally just have the people around you because no one speaks the same language as you. You
Right.
know?
I wanted to know, how was it like working with Jaden Smith? I wanted to know if he had an attitude while working.
Oh, wow.
Attitude of greatness. That's the attitude he had. But you gotta go see, you know, working with Jaden, he's just such a cool kid. You would think this kid is just like, you know, this kid would be like, you know, he would treat you like the toy, you know, like, do this, let me, you know, do my biddings for me. But he's just such a cool, normal kid. And like, one thing I love about him and one thing I preach to all my actors is about balance, you know.
Yeah.
Jaden really enjoys just being a kid, you know, and I love that about him. And I tell my actors, you know, because this business, especially coming to LA, you know, I'm from Philadelphia originally, best city in the world next to Harrisburg. But
Don't worry about Harris.
Okay.
We
I
know
was just in Harrisburg too this last
Harrisburg
weekend.
knows where it stands.
Nah, man, it's a great city. I was just there a week and a half ago. But you know, you really have to understand, like, this business has an interesting way of sucking you in. And you think because, okay, I'm going here, I'm doing this is great, it's great. It's like, no, you definitely need a balance, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people aren't taught that, you know. And you know, I had to learn it the hard way moving out here at 21 years old and, you know, being forced to be balanced. But you need a balance. I don't care what you do in life, there must be a balance. And that's one thing I love about Jaden. He really works hard to be balanced. So
Very
Cool.
yeah, man.
And it shows.
Yeah.
Extremely impressive perforance out of
Very
it.
good. I was
This movie.
very impressed.
He went and knocked it out. I mean, he realized what it took, and like even with the training, he was doing like all like people were like, oh, you know, did he do those stunts? He did those stunts. You
Yeah.
know? I sat right there and watched him. You know, I don't want to get a movie away, spoiler alerts, but like that last move he did. You
Really?
know?
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's
like,
awesome.
Like a lot of that stuff. He's a very athletic kid, just in general. So
Is he magic?
Yeah.
That last move was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Do you know the name of that move?
It's called the last move in Karate Kid.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's the move all the kids are gonna be trying when school starts.
Oh boy,
and,
that's gonna lead to some broken collarbones.
Interesting. So,
Yeah. I mean, the crane kick was pretty cool, but it's also a lot safer than
the
what
crane
that thing
kick.
was.
Found out from a karate guy like all the crane kick is just a form.
Right.
And like,
the front snap kick.
Yeah, right. But if someone knew what they were doing, they would hurt you and put you in the hospital.
Right. That's when I myself was in Kung Fu, we learned crane stance, and our teacher was like, he's like, don't try to Karate Kid with this thing. He's like, this is a transitional stance to get you out of one situation and help you get into another. And he's like,
but that's the joys of Hollywood,
Yeah,
It's all about the look, actually the application of doing this of it.
The blonde bad guy will just run face first into your crane kick.
Exactly. But yeah, man. So
who else we got there?
Should we go to Buddy yet?
Sure.
He's only been on hold 7 minutes.
Well, they got to pay their dues.
Buddy, you're on the air with Dustin Felder.
What's up, buddy?
I just can't believe that there was a Bud on before me.
It is kind of creepy.
Well, anyway, I have a question for all three of you. The first guest. The first one I want to ask is, I know that you do acting coaching on these movies like Pursuit of Happiness and Karate Kid, but do you appear as an extra in the movie at all?
Actually, if you blink, you'll miss me, but I have a cameo in Karate Kid. I'm a taxi cab driver. I gave myself a character, gave myself a story arc.
Excellent.
You see me for about all of 2 seconds.
See, I was looking for
I'm the guy helping them put the stuff in the car in the very beginning.
So when they're still in Detroit.
Yes. And a little bit of Hollywood trivia in Pursuit of Happiness. I don't know if you remember the scene where Will Smith's they're in a bathroom sleep.
Yeah.
He's holding his son, and somebody's kicking the door.
You got to kick the door?
Yeah, that was me.
Really? Right. That scene was quite a scene too. It was emotional.
Man? Listen, you just really got to just jump into it. Kicking a door, you need to really feel like you want to get in. So
I always found that kick to be one of the weaker part of the movie. So
gotta go, buddy. See you later.
How do you get that kind of performance out of Jaden? I mean, this kid, even in Pursuit of Happiness years ago, was amazing.
It's the beauty of actors. Just a little history of myself. I was a child actor myself. You were saying New York Undercover, Law and Order. I did over 15 national commercials, and so I understand kind of like my niche as kids. Even though I coach everyone, is that I understand what the kids going through.
Because you were there once.
Yeah, I was there, and I understand the whole part of okay. I have to go to an audition. I have to work, but I just really want to hang out with my friends. So,
right.
I really have a weird way. I have a Peter Pan thing where I can just understand where they are. And so, with the thing that kids don't have that adults have is life experience. One thing I teach is always, one of your biggest acting teachers is going to be life. Some of us have had our hearts broken by girls. So if you need to do a scene where a girl broke your heart, you can identify with that, but a kid is like, what?
Right. They have cooties. I don't want.
My mom makes my peanut butter and jelly sandwich every day, so it's like they don't have any connection. So it's just understanding the kid.
Sure.
Understanding what gets them going, connecting them to that piece of work, and then just executing. And then letting the camera roll to be able to catch authentic moments.
Yeah.
Right.
What is your website?
It's DustinFelder.com. DustinFelder.com. And I also, just as we're talking about the website, I also offer video classes, through Skype. So a lot of people want to work with me for an audition. They're like, man, I'm not in SoCal. I'm in Harrisburg. I'm in Philly. Can I work with you? So we get online. We do it. And actually, at first it was a little weird, but it's pretty cool because it's like being on camera.
Yeah.
So us running the lines, a lot of times, we just look at the sides are on a PDF, so you don't have to be looking down or doing anything crazy. And we work through the scene, and we prepare. I prepare you and get you ready for your audition. So
you should try cold calling on chat roulette.
I think the reason I kill is my father. He didn't approve of me. My father was always telling me, son...
Hold on. Why are you getting into this exposition now? I mean, it seems really late in the story.
I know. I hate exposition too.
Well, then why are you saying it now?
I don't know. I'm not the writer.
Well, someone should have caught it. What?
Well, now I'm not in the mood.
I'm sorry, I can do this again.
Would you? That'd be great.
Yeah.